After Matt covered the potatoes home with soil, like a gardening master, he watered them with a bottle. In just half a day, he finished all. The next big task was to find a water source. This chemistry was quickly figured out how to burn hydrogen to get water, turning him into a water source excavator. After 2 long weeks, Matt's potatoes sprouted, becoming stars at the market. This ensures his food for 400 souls, freeing him from eating dirt. Next, Matt had to think about how to save himself. Another survival challenge was about to launch. According to the plan, NASA was scheduled to kick off the Ares 4 mission in 4 years. A year ago, they had already landed a cargo ship at the Schiaparelli crater. All Matt needed was to find that ship and take the return flight home. The problem was, he was 3,200 kilometers away. There's a rover at the base, but its battery, like Matt's luck, only lasts 35 or even full, moving at a turtle's pace. To reach the destination would take at least 50 sols, and how to ensure supplies became a brain teaser. Though knowing success chance was slim, Trapped Matt bravely started his adventure. But even with all the prep, the freezing temperatures of Mars at night still had him shivering. To be safe, Matt had to retreat back to the base. But this tiny challenge couldn't knock him down. The next day he treasure hunted and found a radioactive isotope heater for the ship. Due to the radioactive elements in the generator, the first thing the team did after landing on Mars was to bury it. Then, Matt carefully wrapped it and stuffed it into the rover's back seat, giving him a reusable nuclear heater. Though the resupply issue for long journeys was still unresolved, the encouraging news was that Matt's first batch of potatoes finally bore fruit. 400 potatoes in the bag. He carefully extracted 400 large potatoes and sent the small ones back, resuming their usual load. The rover's position change also drew NASA's keen attention. After comparing satellite photos from different dates, they concluded Matt was alive. Compared to rescue operations, NASA's real concern was conveying this awkward news to the public, having just held Matt's funeral. As they fretted over the looming public scrutiny, Matt on Mars had a sudden breakthrough. This time, he drove opposite the Schiaparelli crater, a true maverick explorer. His abnormal behavior instantly drew the attention of Vincent, who was in charge of the Mars exploration program. The two promptly made their way to the cafeteria to devise a battle strategy. Time Zero. No explanation time. Vincent rushed onto a plane to California's Jet Propulsion Laboratory. Just as Vincent suspected, after a tough day of travel, Matt indeed found the old artifact that had been sent to Mars back in 1997. Is this his communication device? Absolutely. Let's take a look. Dead. Storm cut off base comms, so the interstellar Pathfinder was his lifeline. Luckily, Mars' dry environment allowed Pathfinder to be powered back up, completing his reboot. Even the backup on Earth received the signal, and the engineers at the lab quickly activated Pathfinder's camera remotely. Half an hour later, Pathfinder successfully restarted the camera, becoming quite the smart cookie. Realizing NASA might have received the signal, Matt quickly pulled out 3 pre-prepared signs. He placed them right in front of the camera. Can you hear me? Yes. No. Turn the camera properly around. As the camera turned, Matt instantly shouted in excitement, "This is great." But new issues arose. Pathfinder had only one rotating still camera, and the 24-letter sign spaced 13 degrees apart. He couldn't discern the forward direction. Suddenly struck with inspiration, Matt had a bright idea to use the 16 static labels from his teammate's computer to make new signs. Meanwhile, the engineers on Earth instantly understood Matt's intentions and quickly set up similar signs around the backup machine. After a short test, they sent Matt instructions, and he finally texted with NASA. Then the engineers explained how to access the rover's computer. After inputting 20 command codes, he successfully connected to NASA headquarters. But when he learned that NASA hadn't informed the other crew about his survival, he was instantly furious. Under immense pressure, NASA finally had to inform the other astronauts returning to Earth that Matt was alive. At the same time, they quickly launched a rescue plan for Matt as his potatoes started to bear fruit. If nothing went wrong, these potatoes could support him on Mars for another 3 years. He was practically the CEO of Mars Cafeteria. But soon, disaster struck, and this time, Matt's survival period faced an unexpected calamity. Even though he sealed the helmet's gap with duct tape, the potatoes in the lab instantly molded and died due to the low temperatures. To make matters worse, the airlock in the lab was destroyed, meaning he could no longer grow any potatoes. It's like saying goodbye, potatoes. This left Matt in despair, as he could no longer grow potatoes, feeling like he had lost his culinary treasure. With no choice left, Matt had to start rationing, reducing his intake from 3 potatoes a day to 1 every 3 days. The struggle was real. The sudden accident also forced NASA to reassess their plans, a truly urgent dilemma. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe. See you next time. More surprises await. Let's work together to safeguard the future of potatoes.